I've owned this F-150 Tremor for a year and a half now. Not a honeymoon phase, real ownership. So today, I'm breaking down what actually holds up, what needs fixing, and where I'd spend my own money if I was to get this truck again. What you're looking at is my 2024 401A 5-liter F-150 Tremor, and no, it is not stock anymore. Today we're going to be talking about everything we've done to this truck the last 18 months, as well as my overall thoughts on the F-150 Tremor in general, things I like, things I don't like, and things I would do differently if I was to buy this truck brand new again. Now, when I first bought this truck, I was very impressed with the overall ride quality from factory before slapping in that 2.5-inch level kit from Auto Spring to make more room for a larger tire, as well as get rid of that excessive rate that comes from factory. Coming from a 2018 F-150 with a 3-inch Rancho suspension kit on it, this Tremor was a night and day difference. You definitely sacrifice that factory ride quality when you're putting in that level kit. I have since installed the Halo Lift Stage 1 kit, which after installing, I was blown away by the ride quality compared to my level kit setup. Less body roll, absorbs bumps and potholes effortlessly, and has made daily driving way more enjoyable. And we can't forget about the Bear 6T brake kit, which we recently installed. It has dramatically improved not just the stop distance, but the overall feel of regular day-to-day braking. Now, when it comes to the interior, after 18 months of owning this truck, there are no weird rattles, there's no weird squeaks, there's no weird trim noise like you might expect on other models of trucks, other trims, other brands. When I go down rough roads, gravel roads, there's no rattling out of the ordinary. Everything is very well seated. It's a very quiet ride for the most part. The seats themselves are very comfy, though I have a seat cover from Seat Covers Unlimited on the interior of the truck. There's been no noticeable wear on the seats itself. They still feel very cushiony. There's no flat spots, there's no sagged in spots. Overall, I've actually been very, very happy with the comfort of these seats. Definitely my most comfortable truck to date. But there are a few things about the Tremor, I've highlighted it in previous videos, that I'm not a fan of. When I bought this truck, there wasn't a lot of Avalanche 5 liters around. There actually weren't any. So when I saw this on the lot, I hopped all over it and purchased it. And there was a few things that I overlooked, such as a trailer brake. As you can see, I have a coin holder instead of the trailer brake. I also have no box lights, no tailgate step, no moonroof, no heat steering wheel, and these hood vents are not functional. They're just for looks. Now, if you have a 2025 and up F-150 Tremor, there are a few changes they made compared to the 2024 F-150 Tremors. You have no LED tail lights, you have no drop-down tailgate button, and you also don't have the keypad entry anymore. Now, for all you wondering about the fuel economy, with the 35s and the Halo Lift and my aggressive foot, I'm getting about 16 to 17 miles per gallon. So not the greatest, but I never use my cylinder deactivation. I'm always in 8-cylinder mode. I'm always in sport mode with 4x4 on. And I just have a very aggressive foot. I drive the thing really, really hard. So you buy this truck not expecting to get great fuel mileage. If you drive really well, you might be able to squeeze 20 miles per gallon of it, 12 liters per 100 kilometers. But don't expect great things out of the 5-liter. It is a pig on gas. I bought the Flowmaster Outlaw muffler. I didn't bother doing a full catback on this truck as it is already a 3-inch system. So there's really no point in spending the extra money on a catback system. But this is simply just a muffler and it sounds amazing. There's no drone, it's not overbearing. It's the perfect amount if you ask me, and it complements the 5-liter V8 very, very well. Now, with the Halo Lift kit and the 35-inch tires, in my opinion, this is how the truck should come from factory. And if they can give you a 37-inch option on the Raptors, I think they should be able to give you a 35-inch on the Tremors. And the Halo Lift rides so well. I'm so happy with how it's all turned out. And the 35s just complement it so well, giving that much more aggressive look and making the truck just look that much more beefier from factory. And for those of you who haven't watched the install video, I am not currently rubbing, but I haven't done a lot of off-road, so we will see in the summertime if I do have some severe rubbing when I shove those 35-inch tires into my fenders. Now, one of my favorite mods on the truck has to be the Boost Auto running boards. Not only do they look great and perform really well getting in and out of the truck, they have some great built-in functions such as the rock lights, as well as the sequential turn signals that are built into them. If you've been following the channel for a long time, you know that we are loaded with F-150 LED products, from our hood lights to our vent lights, as well as our Grafter rail lights and our reverse lights. We're also rocking the Lens Sun solar hood panel. It keeps the battery happy and fully charged, especially with all the electronics that we are rocking on this truck. And it's that kind of peace of mind to always have that off-grid power on the truck. And then we can't forget the AM off-road grille lights that are currently on the truck. Now, one thing I really like about the Tremor interior is all the very nice accents on the truck, on the doors. You have this sort of jean material with the orange stitching, and you have this sort of, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's not carbon fiber, obviously. Again, some sort of obsidian sort of style or theme design there. It's on the front here over the passenger side and over on that door as well. So I'm very, very in love with the interior design of the Tremor. I think they did a really, really good job. Right down to the black emblem on the steering wheel. Huge fan of that. Now, right out of the box, the 5-liter V8 has lots of power. It has 400 horsepower and 410 foot-pounds of torque from factory. And paired with a tune, these things become beasts, man. You can go with Lund, OZ Tune, All Motor Labs. Those guys are getting these 5 liters completely dialed in. Once I get a cold air intake, it's something I'm definitely gonna be doing in the near future. Now, I know most Tremors out there are probably paired with the EcoBoost, as the 5-liter is a fairly new motor to be introduced into the Tremor line. But I also think that the EcoBoosts are more readily available than the 5 liters. Now, if you have an EcoBoost, you obviously know how much power is on the table with those trucks. They're very impressive as well. Not nearly as much potential on the higher end as a 5-liter, as people are pushing like 700 horsepower on stock internals with a turbo setup or a supercharger setup. But the EcoBoost out of the box are gonna get you, they have a little bit more power than the 5-liter V8. But up until this point, I certainly cannot complain about the ride quality, the power, everything works good, the 4x4. I don't have any sort of quirks or electronics malfunctions. My last truck, my last 2018 F-150, I didn't have the oil consumption issue, but my transmission definitely skipped a beat until I got it tuned. But right out of the box, these trucks, these new 10 speeds just work flawlessly. I've had no issues, no weird gear drops. Everything just works better on these newer trucks. And I wish I could tell you guys there's something that you need to kind of look out for, but I think Ford has sort of remedied all those issues. I know the 5-liters suffered from oil consumption issues in the past, and I think they got that issue pretty well figured out. One thing that I will say is kind of annoying is the cylinder deactivation. It's not something I've had in any of my previous trucks, and it can be annoying, especially when running an aftermarket exhaust. Before I got the exhaust, I didn't really notice it, that it was dropping in and out, but the moment I got an exhaust put on, it sounds like a wet fart when it goes into 4 cylinders. It's definitely very noticeable. A couple of workarounds are putting it into specific modes. So if you put it into sport mode, it will deactivate the cylinder deactivation. I've also found that the winter mode does as well, like the slippery mode also deactivates the cylinder deactivation. I'm sure there's a couple others. I'm sure tow haul mode also does it as well. Aside from that, it's probably the only thing I don't like about this new truck is the cylinder deactivation, but because there is a workaround, it's such a small complaint. Now, would I buy the Tremor again? Absolutely. Would I look at getting maybe a 402A? Potentially. The one thing I'm not a fan of the 402As is the black bumpers on the truck. I much prefer the color match bumpers on the 401A, but I understand the 402A has a bunch more trinkets, a lot more bells that are nice to have. So if I was to get another Tremor, I probably would go with the 401A, but I would make sure I package it properly the next time. I'll get the trailer brake, get the box lights, get the tailgate step, all the nice little features that are missing on this truck, in my opinion. Maybe I jump up to the 402A Tremor, but it's also another 10 grand for that. Now with 2026 starting off, I do have more mods ready to go on the truck, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that video. I will be doing a video in the very near future here of a price breakdown of every single part I've put on the truck, how much it's cost me to build the truck up until this point. But today's video is just a general review on my thoughts of the truck so far. I am very happy with the truck. I have no regrets buying it. And if any of you watching this video are in the market for a truck, I hope this video helped. If you have any questions or concerns about the Tremor, specifically this model, let me know in the comments, you guys. I will answer anything possible if I have the answer to it. So thank you guys so much for being here. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.